Have you ever sold a motorcycle only to regret it for years? Well, you're not alone. Across the US, thousands of bikers have parted ways with machines they still miss today. Whether it was the roar of the exhaust, the smooth ride, or the memories made on two wheels, some bikes just leave a permanent mark on your soul. Today, we're counting down 10 motorcycles Americans deeply regret selling, even years later. If you see your old bike on this list, consider this your warning. Never let it go again. 10. Yamaha VMAX, 1985 to 2020. The Yamaha VMAX was never just a motorcycle. It was a wild animal on two wheels. With its massive 1,679 cc V4 engine, it delivered mind-blowing acceleration and unmatched torque. Riders who owned one often described the feeling as addictive, like launching a rocket on every twist of the throttle. It was aggressive, loud, and full of personality. Today's bikes may be faster or more refined, but very few match the brutal charm of the VMAX. That's exactly why owners who sold theirs often regret it. And now, clean, original VMAXs are getting harder to find and more expensive. 9. Honda CB750, 1969-2003. The Honda CB750 changed everything when it launched in 1969. Known as the world's first superbike, it delivered reliability, performance, and comfort at a price everyday Americans could afford. For decades, the CB750 remained a staple in garages across the US. It was smooth, simple to maintain, and had timeless style. Those who sold theirs back in the day now look at collector prices and shake their heads, realizing they let go of a true piece of motorcycle history. It's one of those bikes you don't appreciate until it's gone, and then it's nearly impossible to replace. 8. Harley-Davidson Sportster 883, 1957 to 2022. The Sportster 883 wasn't flashy, but it meant everything to thousands of American riders. For many, it was their first Harley, their introduction to freedom, wrenching, and weekend road trips. Its simplicity made it easy to personalize, and its raw Evo engine gave it an unmistakable rumble. When Harley discontinued the classic Evo Sportster in 2022, demand surged. Suddenly, everyone wanted the bike they once took for granted. People who sold theirs for bigger or better bikes often regret it deeply, because sometimes it's not about power or prestige. It's about the bond you built with your first real bike. 7. Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R, 1995 to present. The Ninja ZX6R is the definition of a true sport bike. Sharp, agile, and built to dominate twisties and track days. Riders loved its perfect balance, fast enough to thrill, light enough to control. It was the sweet spot between 300cc beginners and 1000cc monsters. But as riding styles changed and the market shifted, many sold theirs thinking they'd outgrown it. Now, they miss the high rev. 6. Suzuki SV650, 1999-2023. The Suzuki SV650 is widely considered one of the best beginner to intermediate bikes ever made. Its lightweight frame, playful V-twin engine, and unbeatable reliability made it a favorite for commuters and weekend warriors alike. Riders loved how honest the bike felt. No fancy electronics, no rider modes, just pure fun on two wheels. Many owners sold theirs chasing more horsepower, only to realize later the SV650 gave them more smiles per mile than any supersport ever did. It may not have had the numbers, but it had soul, and that's something no spec sheet can measure. 5. BMW R1150 GS, 1999-2004. The BMW R1150 GS helped define the adventure touring category long before ADV bikes became trendy. It was big, solid, and capable of going almost anywhere, with classic BMW durability and that signature boxer engine feel. Riders loved its no-nonsense mechanical vibe. Many who sold theirs to upgrade to newer tech-heavy models often realize they lost the analog magic. The 1150 GS wasn't about digital dashboards or ride modes. It was about connection to the road, to the world, and to the ride itself. You don't just own a GS, you bond with it, and that bond is hard to replace. 4. Ducati Monster 696-796, 2008-2014. The Ducati Monster 696 and 796 had everything riders loved about Ducati: style, sound, and that Italian attitude, packed into a compact, rideable machine. These monsters weren't overly powerful, but they were perfectly balanced for urban riding, weekend blasts, and cafe-style cool. The exposed trellis frame, the V-twin growl, and raw riding feel made it a visceral experience. Many sold them for more practical bikes and instantly missed the charisma. You don't forget your first Monster, the looks it got, the joy it gave, and the way it made you feel like a rider, not just a commuter. 3. Yamaha R1, 1998 present. The Yamaha R1 is a legend in the world of superbikes, especially the early models from 1998 to 2004. These machines were razor-sharp, powerful, and had an aggressive edge that demanded respect. It wasn't a beginner's bike, and that's exactly why riders loved it. There was something raw about those early R1s. The power delivery, the brutal engine note, the analog feedback. Many owners sold theirs thinking they'd grown out of it, only to realize that modern bikes feel too refined, too safe. That old-school fear mixed with fun, it's addictive, and owners want it back. 2. Honda Goldwing GL 1500-1800, 1988 to 2017. Goldwings are touring royalty. With massive comfort, a whisper-smooth flat-six engine, and legendary reliability, the GL 1500 and 1800 defined long-distance riding in America. Riders who sold theirs thinking they were done touring often realize nothing else feels quite the same. Sure, newer bikes might have more tech, but Goldwings offered something deeper, a sense of glide, of escape, of serenity at 75 miles an hour, and that trunk space? Unmatched. People try adventure bikes, sport tourers, or cruisers, but many come back saying, "I miss my wing," because when it comes to serious comfort, nothing beats the king. 1. Harley-Davidson FXR, 1982 to 1994. The FXR has become a legend, not just because of what it was, but because of what it represented. Designed during a rare era of innovation at Harley, the FXR combined rock-solid engineering with the best handling frame Harley ever produced. Riders who sold their FXRs often didn't realize what they had until they saw the cult following explode. Now these bikes are hard to find and getting more expensive by the year. But for most, it's not just about the money, it's about the soul of the FXR. It wasn't just a bike, it was a movement. So, did your old bike make the list? Let us know in the comments, which motorcycle do you regret selling? Or which one do you wish you had bought when you had the chance? If you enjoyed this ride down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We've got more motorcycle nostalgia and buying guides coming your way every week. And remember, some bikes are fast, some are beautiful, but the ones you regret selling, those are unforgettable.